Hey, what's going on, guys? This is part 3 of Deadshot. In this video, I'll be painting the costume. Yeah, that's what I'll be doing in this video. Painting it, and then I'll be working on some of the guns, accessories, whatever. I don't know. Just watch the video. Alright guys, we're going to start with the dual gun hoister that Deadshot has on the back. I'm using some airsoft guns, but I may go and make some replicas out of foam because I don't want to carry these in the conventions because they might get confiscated, and these airsoft are pretty expensive. I'm using some 1/4 inch EVA floor mats for the backing and some 2mm craft foam for the front part. Basically doing the same thing that I did for the side gun hoisters. I'm just going to form the 2mm craft foam around the gun and glue it all down. It's gonna look something like that. So far, so groovy. You want to check to see if your gun can easily be removed. If not, just add a little more heat and loosen up the foam a little bit. Now I'm taking some scrap piece of foam and I'm making some loop for the belt. This is where I'm going to insert a belt, and it's going to hold around your back, just kind of like this, basically. Now it's time to add some details before I add some paint. I'm going to go ahead and put the belt and the thigh gun hoister and all that stuff so I can Mod Podge it, seal it, and paint it all at the same time. I'm going to draw out all my lines, which is going to be about 1/4, maybe 1/2 inch in from the edges with a pen, and then I'm going to take a wood burner with a flat spatula type tip and going to burn all my lines in place. Now I'm giving my blast guard some detailed treatment, and let's not forget about the arms and shoulder pauldrons because those need some loving too. Now that I have my lines where I want them, I'm going to take the tip off the wood burner and just plunge it right into the foam. This will give it a rivet effect all over the armor pieces, and I personally think it looks really cool. And I'm going to add some details to the thigh guard area too, because yeah, you're going to want to get all your detailing stuff done before you start sealing and painting, because you're going to sit here and you're going to look at it and then be like, man, should have did this. Some people will ask me, what's the difference between Mod Podge and Plastidip? Me personally, I don't see a difference other than the fact that Mod Podge is a lot cheaper, it goes a lot further, and you can use it inside the house without it giving out some nasty aroma. If you prefer to do both, then you can seal it and then Plastidip it. It'll give you a really shiny result. But I just do 2 coats of Mod Podge and that's good enough for me. Now I'm taking a paintbrush and I'm going to paint on black acrylic. You can use plastic safe spray can. I prefer acrylic paint just because it doesn't get messy and I don't get that nasty smelly smell. 8 ounces of acrylic paint can run you about $2. A can of spray paint can run you around $7. And a lot of it can get wasted in overspray, whereas acrylic paint, you just apply it with a paintbrush, wait for it to dry, and you're good to go. The only downfall with acrylic paint is that it leaves a brush mark, and you can thin that down with Windex and can reduce some of that brush mark, but I personally like that too. But it all really depends on the project that you're working on. Sometimes you want that metal look, sometimes you just want that really shiny look. It's up to you. Now I'm taking a small paintbrush and applying some silver on the rivets, which is gonna give it some definition and it's gonna look so cool. I'm using the same silver acrylic paint to give it the weathering, but I'm also going to go back over it with some rattle can spray paint and do the dry brush that I do with the rag so I can get that weathering that I love so much. So yeah, it's starting to look really sick and I cannot wait to wear this at the next convention, and hopefully I can get this thing done by the time Suicide Squad comes out, because ultimately that's what the plan was, so I can beat Deadshot. So people can look at me and point and say, look, it's a miniature Deadshot. Well, it's almost there. I'm almost completed with it. Now I just gotta make the arm cannons, gun clips, and all that cool stuff. So excuse me while I sit back and admire my work and have my cosplay nerdgasm. Hey, thanks for checking out the video. Hope you guys liked it. Hope y'all learned something. Video shout out goes to Pablo Manzura. He is in Argentina. That's kind of cool. But anyways, here's your shout out. Like me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already subscribed. And don't forget to swing by my Ghost Squad page and give that one a like too. because I like being liked. You know what I'm saying? I'll catch you guys later.